Hey guys, it's Kate. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, hi, I'm Kate. I'm an NPC competitor and I am competing in 3 different shows this spring. And I am 10 days out now, which is so insane to, like, this prep just kind of flew by, which is nutty for me. But this prep was so much easier than my last one. I feel like I'm kind of gonna cruise into peak week. We actually started reversing today. And it feels good to just kind of, we're getting there, we're getting into show week and it's getting real. Like, I got my hair done. I got my show hair. I have never had hair this long. So I'm having a lot of fun just kind of like playing with it and seeing how I can do like hair flips and stuff in my posing. But for now, we just kind of let it live back there because it's intense. But this prep has been super easy for me. I mean, prep is prep. It's gonna be difficult, but compared to my last one, a lot easier. We're cruising into peak week. I'm 10 days out and we've already started reversing. And so I'm really interested to see how I'm gonna look on show day. So one thing I wanted to kind of bring into this prep series was, what do I pack in my show day bag? One big thing I learned from my 2024 season was to pack a suitcase for backstage. My first show, I had I think 2 or 3 just like reusable bags, and my husband like carried them around, or like a backpack, and then I saw girls with like wheelie bags and I was like, that makes way more sense. What I did for the last 2 shows and then what I'm going to be doing here on out is I have my hard shell carry-on bag, and that's what I have for everything backstage. So let me just kind of walk you through everything that I have in my bag and the things that I bring with me to every single show. Okay, so I have my bag next to me here, so I'm just gonna kind of start pulling things out. So the first thing, it's not necessarily things I take to the show, but it's what I take to the venue with me. My first show and my last show, I will be staying at a hotel. So I highly, highly, highly recommend, and you should do this for anytime you're wearing a tan, is pack black sheets. Now I got these just like at Target. They're just black silk sheets, 20 bucks I think for a king size. So I just make sure that I get a king size room. First thing I do when I get in the room is I just put these on top over the sheets that they have. I bring my own pillows, so we just pull off the white pillows, stick on the black pillows, and that's fine. There are options like Toxic Angels. They have like a sleeping bag that you can get, that you can sleep in, but this way you won't wreck their linens, which is really important. The next linen thing, black towels. So I have packed 2 black towels. So you want like 2 big ones, one for washing your body, and then one for the floor that you stand on. I'm doing a self-tan, so I just wanna make sure I don't get anything on the floors. And then I packed 2 like small black hand towels. Now I actually use these for the toilet. Some people will like rim the toilet. I put these down and like kind of wrap the toilet with them, if that makes sense. Just so that my tan doesn't get like creases in it. It'll just kind of get like a soft bop to it, I guess. So I'll use that and then just touch up my tan afterwards. Now next up on the list to protect your tan, protect the hotel, everything, is what are you gonna wear once you get tanned? So if you look at my last video, which was the cost of competing, I talked about you can either do the tan at the site or you can do your own tan. Now I'm doing my own tan because I am very pale and it takes multiple layers, multiple days. Like we're planning on starting on, I think on Wednesday or Thursday. I'm gonna need like 4 or 5, maybe even 6 coats of tan before my top coat. So I need to have something that's gonna be comfortable to wear. So last time I did my husband's sweatpants and a sweater, which I might do like the first or second day, but like when I get to the venue, I don't want like something big, baggy, possibly having like the waistband push into my tan and leave a line. So I went to Amazon and I just typed in black silk pajamas, and these were the first ones that were like bestseller. Got a small. I haven't even tried them on, but I'm sure they're gonna be fine. So I have that for like just hanging out, all that stuff. And then show day, I have a black robe. So the black robe I can wear backstage so my suit can be under it. When I'm doing my tan, I usually am just like naked and then have pajamas on top of it, just so I don't risk any lines. But backstage, when I do have my suit on, I'll just have a robe. Doesn't leave any creases. make sure that it's silk. Oh man, it still smells like Pro-Tan. So just making sure that you have this so that you don't mess up your tan and you don't get it on things as well. Now some people backstage like to have a blanket that they'll lay down and that's what they'll sit on. I don't like sitting on the floor that much just because like my butt gets kind of bony and then I get really anxious, so I just kind of like walk in circles or play video games. I am bringing my Switch so that way I can kind of distract myself until it's time for me to pump up and get ready to go. So just having those available is nice but not needed. So up to you if you want those. Something else that I would recommend, which I didn't think about until I actually got the extensions put in that my hairstylist was telling me, is making sure you protect your hair with the tan because your hair can get stuck in the tan because it's gonna get all sticky. So having a silk bonnet is gonna be really helpful. Just braid it all up and stick it up in there. You're not gonna be able to wash your hair really between the times. So like I'm planning on washing my hair on Thursday and then not washing it again until after the show because I'm getting my hair done on Saturday morning. That way it has like enough oils in it that it'll stay. I'm just gonna keep it up in this so it keeps it off of the tan and also don't get the tan in the hair. So it works both ways. Don't get your tan in your hair or your hair in your tan. Now talking about tan, I keep my tan separate out of my suitcase until the actual show day. Now the reason for this is I'm driving in 2 different directions for 2 of my shows and both times I have to go over a pass, so you're gonna get the difference in air pressure and I don't want the tan to blow up inside of my show bag all over my suit and all that stuff. So I actually keep it in a box and it kind of like all lives in this box like year round. See, it says competition and tanning on it. So I store all my old tan and I just got a bunch of new Pro-Tan in here as well. So in the box I stored my old Pro-Tan, so like what's left over, so I'll probably use this first, and then all of my new Pro-Tan. So what I got is I got a couple of things of the overnight competition and then the super dark competition coat, as well as the mousse for the top coat. And hopefully this will last me 3 shows. I think it will. Last time I just did a double kit and it lasted me 3 shows. This time I like made my own kit. My coach does have extras if I need anything or like touch-ups and things like that. So that helps a lot. Also in this box I have like 12 different applicators because when I was shopping for them, I didn't realize just how many applicators they're gonna send me. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 applicators. And gloves. Vinyl gloves, these are just the up and ups from Target. One size kind of fits all. My husband helps me do my tan and then this will protect my hands and his hands from getting all goopy and stuff. And so I have those and then a couple of Ziploc bags to store the applicators once we use them. And that all stays in this box. And then on show day, I will pack the top coat into my show day bag to have backstage for touch-ups. Because at that point, all I need is the bikini bite maybe, my glaze, and the top coat. Okay, so let's hop into the absolute musts that you need to bring on show day and have with you at all times. I highly recommend that if you are traveling by air to put your suit and your shoes in your carry-on and do not let them check it. Like, if you lose those, you're kind of screwed and you're out of luck. I am fortunately not flying at all, so I will be driving and taking them all with me. So the only thing I wanted to make sure was that my tan and my suit stayed separate, so that way I did not get them all messed up. So with that being said, you want to pack your show day suit and your posing suit. My coach is doing check-ins the night before and the night of, and I don't want to put my suit on until absolutely necessary because sometimes the connectors, like if I'm going to the bathroom, like pulling them up and down my leg, I'm going to get streaks. There's a potential I could break the connectors. I don't want anything to happen to my suit on show day that could break it because I don't have a backup. I'm not that fancy. I don't have 2 of them. There is like a suit maker on site, not for Toxic Angels, but for a different company, that if anything were to happen, she can emergently fix it for you, but I would like to avoid that if possible. So I have my posing suit and my real suit with me in the bag at all times. And then I will also have my shoes. So I am doing the shoe fairy. You can get 10% off using code lyricalfitchick. And the shoes that I chose for this show are the Roxy's. They're a 4.5-inch heel with a little bit of bling in there. You can kind of see the blingy bling. I didn't want to do like full bling because I wasn't that extra. And I like the 4.5, and then it also has like a beveled heel so I can like point my toe a little bit better in them. So that's why I really enjoy these ones. Last time I used the Olympian, the ankle strap Olympian 2.0s. They didn't have any bling on them. Those were 5-inch heels. And I like them, but I do feel like my ankles get kind of sore in those. And then on like my last show right here broke. And so the whole back of it came off and ripped and tore off, and I was so upset about it. Now, one thing I did find that if that were to happen, I was just like on TikTok perusing like, you know, bodybuilding TikTok, like tips and tricks, things you can do backstage. You can buy the straps if needed. So that's exactly what I did. These are spare ankle straps. These are kind of hard to see, but they are just the ankle straps for the shoe. So it like goes underneath the shoe and then up and around your ankle. You're not gonna be able to tell from the audience that it's not part of the shoe, but it'll keep the shoe on your foot, which is like the important thing. So this is a pack of 5 sets. So I'll have this in my stage bag just in case, but also like for my team, like what if one of my team members, what if her heel breaks? I have these available if she needs them. I can't do anything if your actual heel broke, but if the strap breaks, girl got you covered there. It was like 10 bucks on Amazon. Highly recommend just having these as a backup for ease of mind. That'd be nice. So the next most important thing besides your suit and your shoes is gonna be jewelry. And I store those in my makeup bag. So on the outside, I have my earrings from Toxic Angels and then my bracelets as well. I had some rings, but I have lost so much weight that they keep falling off my hands. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about rings yet. I might just go hit up like a Claire's or a Walmart. We'll see what happens. Or I might just go ringless. But going back to my makeup bag, I will also be carrying my makeup bag with me the entirety of the show. I splurged this year to get my hair done. So I'm doing my own makeup, and I actually find makeup is like something that kind of is ritualistic to me. It helps me like calm down. And I did it for my last few shows. The judges said my makeup looked great. I feel very confident doing my makeup, and so I will be doing my own makeup at all of my shows. So my makeup is like kind of broken up into 3 parts. I have like my main bag, my Jaclyn Hill palette, which is the OG palette. This is so good. I haven't hit pan on it yet, so I will be using this until it runs out because they don't make it anymore. And then all my brushes are in a bag as well. Inside my big bag, I kind of have everything you need. So kind of working from the top down in my makeup bag, if we want to kind of go through it, I have all of like little tools. So fingernail clippers, buffers, nail file, nail glue, eyelash glue, concealer, mascara, eyeliner, lipstick. I'm using the Kylie Posy color lipstick lip gloss because it's like a nice nudie pink. And then working our way down here is going to be everything that I glued to myself. So my nails, eyelashes, and then all the powders. So I've got primer, setting powder, blush because girl's white, a bunch of satin hair ties to keep my hair out of my face while I'm doing my makeup. Since I'm getting my hair done, I'm going to do my makeup beforehand and then go get my hair done, and then they can tell me like to touch it up however. And then down here's all my sprays and creams. So I have concealers, an extra eyeshadow palette just in case, because in 2024 when I went to Emerald, I forgot all my eye makeup and I had a panic attack, and my husband's like, I can literally see Target out of our hotel window. Make an order, I'll go pick it up, do the rest of your face. So crisis averted there, but I always keep the spare one in there now. And then foundation that matches my tan, it's a MAC foundation. And then Morphe setting sprays, and then for the end of the night, makeup remover. I also have makeup remover wipes in here that I just kind of keep stored in the middle. Those will be one, to help take off the cake from my face, but also to kind of help keep my hands clean. I was going to put like a pack of baby wipes in my bag, but I still need to pick up like a small one maybe, because all we have like the giant Kirkland ones and I really don't need that much. Now the final fun thing I get to kind of pack in my show day bag is all the food I get to eat. So backstage, bodybuilders are the weirdest people. Like, they give us a lot of like goodies in our goodie bag when we check in, and you're not allowed to touch them, don't eat them. But then backstage, my coach, we do like different timing for foods based on how your muscles will absorb and then help pump up the muscle bodies or help dry you out as well. So things that I get to eat before show is rice cakes. So I do the lightly salted rice cakes because no artificial sweetener during peak week, and that includes show day. So I can't do the flavored ones because those are all artificially sweetened. So I get rice cakes with peanut butter and jelly. So a nice little like PB&J setup there, which I'm very excited about because who doesn't love peanut butter and jelly? And then I think like an hour before, I get a Reese's peanut butter cup. It's fast acting carbs and fats. And so I get to eat that. And then right before I get on stage, I have some reduced sodium salt, which is just salt with potassium instead of sodium. It allows for the water to shift in and out of the cells in a different way, so that way you look a little bit more dry, just kind of tighten up a little bit, as well as pump up candy. Now, my show is a week after Easter, so I've already stuffed my son's eggs, and then I just took what was left over and put in here. So what I have in here is just Swedish Fish and Sour Patch Kids. So just taking in these fast acting carbs real quick will help pump up the muscle bodies and hold it on stage. And then you're gonna be bringing a lot of energy like through pump up and just posing in general. So that's why you get a lot of little sugar beforehand. So people always ask me like, oh, what's like the first thing you're gonna go binge on after your competition? You're gonna go eat a cookie, you're gonna go eat some candy. And I'm like, I actually get like quite a lot of like yummy goodies before I go on stage. So I'm okay. Actually, I think I'll be good. So just having those like little sweet treats will be good. And then after the show, she said I could probably get like a steak or something. Nothing big because I am doing like back-to-back shows. After my third show, I might go do something a little bit bigger, but I don't want to do anything else that's gonna wreck my reverse and wreck my digestion. Last time I went to an all-you-can-eat sushi bar after my third show, and I was in so much pain that I tried to make myself sick just to get it out because it was just too much. It was too heavy. I was in pain, and I was like, I think I might like my stomach might literally explode. Like I don't want to do that again. So we're going to avoid that this time. And yeah, that's kind of really all I keep in my show day bag. Everything that I'm just kind of like thinking like emergency wise, like, oh, an eyelash fell off, I have extras. A nail fell off, I have extras. My shoe broke, I have extra straps. I have full things of food. I have clothes to protect my tan. I have clothes to protect my tan from the bed. I have sheets, I got towels. I have my tan. I have makeup wipes, things to prepare yourself. I think that's just also kind of like a nurse thing. I just kind of like, I'm always prepared for the worst. So I just want to make sure that I have everything just in case, right? Just in case something goes wrong. There's not actually that much in my bag. Essentials. The only thing I didn't show you was my Switch and my Kindle. I'll bring both of them to kind of help distract me. I don't go on stage until like 11:30 or noon during the day because bikini's at the end with Fit Model. And then at night, the night show starts I think at like 5, so I'm not even gonna go on till like 8 or 9. So it's a lot of just waiting around, eat, wait, eat. So just kind of having something to keep me distracted, but also like being present so that way I don't miss timing, right? But yeah, if you have been a competitor for a while, please leave down below in the comments if I have missed anything, if there's anything you think I should add, or if there's something that I did add that you're like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Like, I really hope this helps you guys, especially for you first time true novices. These are things I wish I knew to pack. It doesn't have to be expensive. A lot of the stuff that I've gotten for shows is just like, you know, basic Target, basic Amazon things to have backstage. My Jaclyn Hill palette's like 10 years old. You don't have to go all out and fancy for these things, but it's just it helps my anxiety to be prepared. I'm so excited that you've been along with me for this prep. Thank you so much for watching. If this is something you enjoy, make sure you like and subscribe so you can see me during peak week and at my shows. I don't know how I'm gonna film all the shows in peak weeks yet because I'm doing 3. And then I'm also just kind of like running out of energy, to be honest. So we'll just kind of see how the weeks go, how I'm feeling, and we'll just kind of go from there. So like and subscribe. Check me out on Instagram and TikTok at lyricalfitchick. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!